All right, so this is where the card starts to get super juicy. It's juicy now. I see the
He doesn't
juices
mean that
flowing.
sexually. He doesn't mean that sexually.
Funny thing is, in my mind, I was like, "Oh, juicy fruits," and you went straight to get there.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That's two peas in a pod if I've ever heard it.
And so here, yeah, we got the older Shevchenko sister. We know the legend that is.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the older sister.
Mm-hmm.
She has a still very formidable 8-2 record in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
She is coming off of a tough loss against someone else we'll see later in the card, in Ariane Lipski. And, she's fighting somebody who I know, you got a lot of information on. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute, very cute girl, Ariane Lipski. And yeah, I'm really pumped for this one.
Oh, man, and you couldn't have introduced that better. I feel like I got you pumped up by talking to you about it the way I have. I mean, you've got a video ready to fire up, so let me kind of give you a bit of a breakdown. Let me spit off, first off, what you said. That intro is so beautiful, so I just have one joke. I just have one punchline I want to land, the way he said it, right? Antonina Shevchenko, the older sister. And I mean, let's be honest here. In comparison of the two, like looking under his belt, the only thing she has going for her, at least as an MMA fighter, because I can't begin to tell you how good her sister is in comparison. Mm-hmm. But I mean,
it's Venus and Serena, man. It's Venus and Serena.
It's so funny. I mean, I could make a joke there too, but I'm gonna keep that one to myself. Realistically, I think. I just don't even know, if you had a swimming pool, shallow end, wading pool, deep end. I don't even know where the older Shevchenko sister really belongs yet because, when you even look at some of the wins that she has, I mean, I would never call anything fairly fluky or lucky in this because everything is based on a mistake at this level. But again, mostly wins by decision, not the best success against above average or good fighting. We talked about Ariane Lipski a few weeks ago, right? Like she openly said in an interview that she just started working on her grappling, and Shevchenko was the person that she landed her first pro takedown on. Like that is a big deal to me, and not in a good way. So looking at this fight from a comparison perspective, I just think, okay, I don't even want to ooze yet about Lipski. Like, I just want to kind of break down why I just think, like, this has potential of being the most, playing into Paisan's game. We're going to figure out a name for that soon. But, this has the potential to be the biggest underdog favorite on the card. And if it's just name alone that plays into that, so be it. So let's talk about our girl. I mean, Pies, anything you want to add about Shevchenko before I get you just like drooling and oozing right now?
Well, I think, looking at her history, you said it best, right? She gets a lot of boost because of the name and the relation to her legend sister, but nothing really convincing in her arsenal so far. Nothing that's really blown me away to be like, all right, she is a beast,
Let me start getting you drooling now with our girl, Ariane Lipski, right? So, she's going to be the aggressive fighter. She's going to bring good grappling. I mean, her last win was a first-round submission by knee bar. Like, I'm not joking, people, when I say ladies MMA is starting to get very fun. Paisan is, prime witness now. And so our girl here, are her only two losses, even at her age, Joanna Calder and Molly McCann. I mean, these are very respectable decision losses. And I mean, when you're pushing in just the age of 25, 26 years old, I just don't see anywhere where this fight, she's kind of the losing fighter. So, let's take a look at it. I mean, you've watched the Chukagian Shevchenko fight. You remember those takedowns? We kind of rewatched those highlights together during the show. Yeah. And the simplicity there, how slowly Shevchenko moves. Let's compare her to say, this is from, 2016. So it is a bit of ways, but, this Werner fight is what put her on the map. It's what got her that KSW fame. She's now one of the biggest fighters in Poland after this fight, because right after Immortal FC, she gets signed to KSW. She ends up winning their title, defending it a bunch of times, makes her way to the UFC, and, the rest is history. And now we have this 26-year-old, crazy girl who is just trying to become the best in the world. And so, if you're ready, let's fire this baby up.
Yeah, let's fire it up. I'm gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Beautiful. So I know where you're looking right now, but eyes up, like stay focused. So like right now you can tell, right? Like Werner's the one in the middle and kind of controlling that octagon, as they say. But you can notice Lipski's constantly moving, right? Like just by moving constantly to that side, she's slipping punches.
Yeah, and her counter is solid. It actually, it reminds me of that Paul Felder-Dos Anjos fight. As it was going, Felder was really aiming to control the octagon by staying in the middle. But Dos Anjos' movement, his counter, all that kind of stuff kind of negated the fact that he was in the middle.
Very well said, because his goal was to kind of push you against the fence anyway. So Felder really needed to kind of keep that going. So, he tried his best and, great showing on him. Yeah.
Yes, look at this reaction. I love it. Atta girl.
She's a beauty. So,
what joy.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to just show you that because the reason why that fight is just so important, we kind of talk about it, but KSW is a pretty big feeder organization for the UFC, especially right now. There's no coincidence that a lot of the fighters out of Poland are just making their way to the UFC right now. And, after this fight, it basically catapulted her into that realm of, big time MMA fighter in Europe and basically headlining, title defense after title defense in KSW, which is, really impressive for her age. And now she gets her chance, before 30 to kind of get into the UFC.
Make her name in the UFC for sure. And what about to do it against, right? Someone with such a big name. A lot of people are going to be watching this one for sure. And so, moving right into our kind of favorite segment here, but...
Your favorite segment. Pressure's on now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're enjoying it that much, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So, do you have a lean on the favorite? And if so, what's the number?
So, without question, you'd have to be crazy for the name alone to just stand up to what we just witnessed. That was her literally, let me actually just make sure I'm right on that. That fight happened 4 years ago. That was a 21-year-old girl, just to put that in perspective. So, I think the favorite for me is very obvious. So I would like to say Ariane Lipski. And I would like to say that the line should be nothing lower than minus 320. And if she's a dog in plus money pies, we're putting everything on it. Everything.
Wow. All right. Well, it looks like let me just fire up Bet365 right now and just go lay this because based on that name, Shevchenko is the favorite. She comes in at minus 155.
No.
Yeah. We're actually getting plus 135 on Lipsy here.
No way! Paisan, this game is going to give me a heart attack. This game is going to give me a heart attack. My God. So, I mean, the way my head is kind of spinning to kind of analyze how many ways that Ariane Lipski can lose this fight, the volume, she could get tired. That's the only thing I see against us. But for us, it's just the output. Pies, I'm excited,
Yeah, so, wrapping that one up, it does seem like we're going to be taking Lipski here. Great value there. Take it now before it moves because, looking at those weigh-ins, I do think this is one that's going to move closer to a pick'em. Let's get that underdog value in early.
Good God, Pies. Wow. Let's go, Ariane. I'm in your corner. You know that. Chick, chick, pew, pew, pew.
As usual, hit that bell button, hit that subscribe.
Ding, ding, ding,
we
ding.
love all you guys. We love you tuning in, so continue to do so. We really appreciate it. Our Instagram is there. Our Twitter is there. Give us a follow. Give us a comment. Any questions you have, shoot them our way. And Siraj, thanks again for the breakdown. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think we probably had some of the most fun looking at this one together and breaking down some of these cards and watching some live little videos there. So, I'm really excited. I think it's despite it not having the names people are used to, especially for a card dubbed as a pay-per-view with UFC 255. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good.
Absolutely. Make sure you tune in, guys. We'll see you Saturday.
Take it easy. Peace, my boy.
Peace.